Perfect.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. You're back with Let Him Shoot. Slowly plan to replace Jeremy is working.
Yes.
1 week at a time. To my right, I'm Chrissa, by the way.
Chrissa in the building. It's your boy MJ, Born Africa Gang. Blessed to be here. Life's good. It's a great weekend of football. Arsenal's done well. Back to back. Master classes.
Premier League.
No striker. What? I don't know, man. But we'll keep
Premier
that
League
for the show.
man. It's the
Keep
Premier
that
League
for the show.
To my left,
PBB in 4K. As Jeremy would say, it's best 4 lineup possible.
this is a really, it's like a sneakily elite lineup.
It is. This is a very niche lineup.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Good word.
It's for the people that want.
It's the real Let Him
It
Shoot
highlights.
fans.
I think it highlights every aspect. It's got everything that you could want from Let Him Shoot in 4 people.
Yeah. And
Absolutely.
Yeah, facts.
this is probably the best 4 I've been part of.
Me too, I reckon.
So thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I've definitely got like 2 of my favourite people here.
Yeah.
You're okay, but sorry, Sam.
Why are you looking? I'm just a chaos kid. So
Chaos Kid.
I might.
You're gonna TM trademark that. Yeah.
I might
I like that.
change my
Chaos.
Instagram.
Chaos Kid.
The
That
chaos
suits
kid.
you. I like it. But
Yeah.
chaos has to be so with a K as
But
well.
you're also getting
Yeah.
older. So you're not really a kid anymore. It's like when Drake keeps calling himself the boy.
I might just say chaos the kid.
The kid.
Because I'm still duck kid.
Yeah, you're still Duck Kid.
Just in here. And to my left,
Blame Samuel. I was gonna say Pengus Takers, but no
No, not
longer.
anymore.
No longer.
are you not paying anymore? Is that what you said?
I think because I'm retiring, my tech's not paying anymore. So I had to change the name.
Oh yeah, you are retired for
Are you
football.
retiring?
Yeah.
He's
What
done.
what a sad day.
Early.
Guess what?
Early showers.
I'm going left. I'm going right wing.
Are you? You're just
Inverted.
effort. You're going
Yeah,
up. I
have
love
fun,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
Have fun. It's my
I'm
hell.
inverting.
That's literally my hell. Have fun.
I love it, bro. Just whip it in. I just whip it early. I don't even look who's in the box, and then I yell if no one's in there.
You just want to cross?
Yeah.
You just want to get GA?
Mum's laugh. I crossed out on the weekend and yelled. I said, "Who the fuck's in there?"
Was it a shit ball?
No, it was fucking good. It was
Yeah.
Trent like.
I don't believe you.
Okay.
Mum's laugh. It was Trent like.
I don't believe you.
Shitting across the ground.
You're cooked. We'll just go through some comments from last week. Oh my God, this is a hard job. Servan Domoyika 2966 need these bi-weekly.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe we need to not be slack and bring them out bi-weekly, give the people what they want.
Give the people what they want.
Tax evasion is easily Bud and Mitch. They support Chelsea. They don't. Bud does. Mitch got bundled in.
Bro, you got fake fans. Mitch got
That's
fake fans.
unlucky.
Yo, Mitch.
A lot of people saying Jeremy would evade the tax.
Yeah, I
So
would.
Yeah.
I think
I
so.
think he'd do it, but he'd get caught.
he would think he's like getting away
you'd
with
read
it.
his, You'd read
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
You'd read
Yeah.
it.
You'd be like, you just have to
No,
look at
he
him in
did
the
something.
eyes.
You weren't working.
Yeah.
You were working here.
And he'd be like,
But
what's that? And you just run the other way.
Enjoyed first 15 minutes of Aussie name drops. You know what? I enjoyed that too, watching that. All
Oh,
of the
yeah?
rugby league names.
The rugby
you
league.
talking about Hazem El Masri. It was like bringing me back.
Nostalgia?
Loved it.
I loved
Nostalgia
it.
indeed. Let him shoot with another banger, of course, every week. Before we start this episode,
Yeah.
we are doing the FPL punishments, are we?
Yep.
Take it
FPL
away.
punishments. The round's over. Also, there was one comment that said Gungahlin 2019 manager for Liverpool caretaker
that.
job.
Liverpool caretaker.
Gungahlin 2019.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
get him in there. Then.
Yeah.
I got his details.
I don't mind. Yeah. I reckon we'll win the league.
Do you reckon if he went to Liverpool, you think he's taking anyone? Like he could take anyone from that Gunners team
No.
back that day. Do you think he's taking anyone to Liverpool?
Who was the
Yeah,
2019?
It was like me, MJ,
Gas,
Bud,
Raph,
Gas, Jeremy,
Phil.
Tom.
Oh,
Fit
yes,
Gas.
yes.
Yeah.
I just remember the like Claudio days, like the first Gunners.
Oh.
with, like, you,
Claudio
Barrett,
Ranieri.
Stephen,
Oh,
Gas,
yeah,
yeah.
nah, not that team.
Right, okay.
Our
Right.
team was
I'm,
better than
I'm
them.
thinking too far back.
That
Who do you
team
think they're
was
taking,
crazy.
Mitch?
It's taking Mitch.
What is it? Under 11's
Under
superstar
11's
or something?
Karani.
I'm still a bench warmer.
Yeah, bench and
Team
doing tricks on
morale.
it, eh?
Yeah. Doing tricks on it. All right, yeah, let me
Who
go through
is
this
the
little...
bottom two, Samuel? Tell us.
Oh, yeah. At first...
Oh, yeah. First.
We can hold one.
He's not here to...
At first, Juju finished first. Who cares about that?
Ooh.
Next, Denai was... He finished
Denai's
on 9
really
points as
turned
well.
it
Yeah, he's
around.
turned his
Yeah.
season around.
Amazing.
On 188 points. Mitch on 194. Big score this week. But yeah, 6 points. Riley, 181.
Riley's
He's
high.
also turned himself around a little bit.
He's been
Just
doing
wait
lots
till
of
Wait till
trades.
this month.
He's done.
Yeah, his team's in horror
I love
show
it.
right now. Riley 6, Samuel 6 as well. Low score, 157, but 1 point ahead of
How
Bud.
many points did Tom get?
Tom had 152.
Look
yeah.
how many points you have. That's devastating.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Fell Wonder Kid?
Yeah.
MJ is what's his name?
Gal Kakudo.
No, AC Milan won the key.
Pato.
No, the other one,
Hashim Mastor.
Mastor. MJ, you're Mastor, bro.
So, and then Bud was just escaped
Oh.
relegation again. This is the
Come
second
on.
time he's
I flirt
escaped
with it.
relegation.
4 points.
You know, Bud is the only person to not be in the relegation zone with when he gets 1 win in the month. He's
They
done
should
it.
do pretty well as well.
That's the second time he's done it.
And there's 2 people that haven't been relegated at all. Me and Jeremy.
That's it. Yeah.
Damn.
We've got
That's doing
first relegation zone guy, Tom.
Is that the third time?
This is his second.
Second, okay.
This is
sure.
Tom's second time.
Yeah.
Really?
For the guy who's got
tell
so
him.
many points.
Tell him who he has as well.
Yeah, he's got
and to be
Haaland,
here.
Bowen,
Son?
Son. He had so many players. Trent,
And he's here.
Isaac. He's got a lot of players.
A
And
lot of
he's
injuries, though.
second,
Not defending
yeah,
him.
A lot of
I'm
injuries.
just saying, yeah.
Second relegation, and then MJ finished bottom
Sorry, mate.
with the third highest points total
That's
of
cooked.
the
That's
month.
so
Is that a
unfair.
WR?
But he finished bottom. World
That's
record. I
WR.
think that's world record for
100%.
highest points to get relegated.
That's like
That's like you've had the best season you possibly could have.
You got
Exceeded all
relegated.
expectations. And you're still in the championship.
and you get thing. You get dock points because of your transfers. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Everton.
it's like Everton.
Yeah.
They keep
Everton
getting
having the
10
best
points.
year. Yeah.
But they're
back,
still in the
yeah.
relegation.
For some reason, only Jeremy has the wheel,
Oh, okay.
but I'm gonna FaceTime him, and he can do the punishments over FaceTime. Oh, he's
Easy beating.
Yo.
Hello.
we can probably put this down now.
Hey, you don't.
Hey, bro.
You don't look too good, man.
Hey, mate. MJ said you don't look too good.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So MJ knows he's doomed for a punishment right now. Same with Tom, but he's not here. Yep, we can.
Hey,
I
put
didn't
that
know you
away,
could do that.
cuz.
I clicked on it. Here we go, guys. FPL punishments wheel.
Who's Tom
MJ,
going
do you want
first?
first or Tom?
Whatever.
MJ
I can
first.
go first.
Oh, you can't get the same
TikTok
one?
again, Mike.
He's
What does
rigged
that
it.
mean?
You can't do it again.
You got to respin.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bro,
he gets the easiest
It's the
one.
selfie, but the person who's top gets to pick what you're wearing in the selfie and the pose, and then the person who's second gets to pick the caption, and it has to go on your Instagram.
Oh, yeah, easy.
It's kind of difficult,
bro.
but
I feel like you've
there's-
got it
Yeah, there's some worse
very
ones
easy.
though.
Oh
That's
my.
Yeah.
He's
You've
got a magnet on his
I
phone.
had to like
Yeah.
say my bad on the player.
yeah, literally. That was
Yeah,
the
that was
easiest.
easy.
All right, and then
Living the
now for
life
Tom.
over here.
Yeah, and this is for Tom.
This is for Tom, guys.
All right.
Yo. This is why if I'm not here, I'm
Yeah! Lemonade stand for Tom.
Tom's not doing that.
Tom, lemonade stand.
Oh, I thought it was the lemonade and Sprite. This lemonade and Sprite. The Sprite
Sprite
and
and
banana.
banana.
Sorry. Lemonade stand's even better.
Yeah, Tom's got to do a lemonade stand in Garima Place.
Has he done his boots yet? He can
Yeah,
wear the
he
boots.
did
Oh,
it.
I was going to say he can wear
He
his
did
boots
it.
while he...
Yeah, Tom's lemonade stand.
Cause you would have no
Yikes.
customers.
Thank you, Jesus.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
Look, I'm telling you, Mitch, God knows I've been unlucky, man.
Free Tom. till
How's he
it's
gonna do
backwards,
it?
baby?
Yeah, he's
going
away
to.
You
soon.
can do it in
No, he's got to do it next week.
George Street.
George.
No, that's Sydney.
that
You can do it in
Flinders Street?
Flinders Station.
Oh, yeah.
One.
One. Because yours was the
I
best
can't
one.
remember.
Oh, yeah, yours was
Yeah,
the...
yours was the goat one.
Why would we respin that?
We've
Yeah, I
only.
can't
That's
remember.
the first respin we've ever done.
What do you mean?
What
we
do you
might as well
mean?
give him the.
What
What are you
respin?
talking about?
We might as well give him.
Should we give Tom another like a respin? Because that was a bit hard, the lemonade one.
Nah. fuck
Leave it.
Yeah, I reckon Jeremy will get paid. I
Yeah.
don't think he'll do
I
it.
don't think he's gonna do it.
Yeah.
Tom, you got lemonade.
Lemonade
but
stand
you're
is
lucky.
like,
Yeah.
That's
I
a
reckon that's
full-
one of the hardest ones to
You
do.
could also get fined. For,
Yeah,
don't
you also
have to
get
like
you'll
a
get kicked out
permit?
by the
You'll get-
police.
you'll
Yeah.
get-
You
even
get fined or
easier
kicked out straight away.
I would rather get kicked out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit,
Tip
I
the
gotta
police
pack
It's
that
until you
someone
get kicked
can-
out.
Oh,
Sorry, guys, I
no.
gotta pack up. Damn.
How do you actually make lemonade?
I think you just have to
Juice.
get some lemons. Do this.
Like, Sugar, water.
lemon.
And that's a lot of squeezing. Like
Yeah.
my arm gets sore. There's this Greek soup I make, and it's like egg and lemon soup, and you have to squeeze like 5 lemons, and it's really tough after a while.
Yeah, right in the forearms.
Yeah, no, I kind of get in the bicep
right in
as
the
well.
bicep.
Yeah,
You know, if
but
you-
in the forearms too, and my hand
It's like
cramps.
yeah.
You know, if you put I think it's milk powder in your lemonade, it stops it from that weird aftertaste. If you leave it out for a
Yes,
little
I
bit,
do know what you mean. Yeah,
it gets rid of it.
there you go.
Wow.
Only a little bit, like
Milk
a
powder?
a tablespoon of milk powder.
Coconut.
Oh,
Condensed
yeah, I've
milk.
seen that
yeah,
with the lime.
that should be good,
Condensed
actually.
milk and lime.
It looks
drink.
nice. It looks
Sounds
nice.
nice.
Kedu Medlin. Man, Scooby Doo,
actually.
Kizzy Medlin.
Yeah. Far out, bro. Brazil look lit.
It's Carnival.
Shall we get into the Prem?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do
Should we
it.
start with your boys?
We could do like just NRL the whole thing.
I mean, Bulldogs throwbacks. 'cause
They
we're
won.
shooting it.
I reckon we're winning the league this year.
Mate, we looked good in our trial game.
Fucking hell.
I must say.
You guys said about trial games.
What?
It means shit, bro. It means
Doesn't
something.
Did you
mean
see the
nothing.
tries we scored?
Yeah.
Let us have some hope. We've been like the bottom two the
didn't.
last 2
It's good
years.
to see Peppenhausen back though. Ryan Peppenhausen.
Oh, is he back? Peppenhausen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-
Is he back?
I felt bad because he did his he broke his like knee or something.
Yeah.
And then
Damn.
he was out for ages.
Didn't he come back and do it again?
He did a hamstring.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
He did his hamstring. Was out for ages, like tore it out for ages.
Poor guy.
Like full
It
tear.
sucks when like
Full
a
tear.
talented player like
surprised
that
he's
is
back,
just like
man.
riddled with injuries.
And then he
But-
went to
Sounds like
England.
Tommy Turbo.
Did
Oh,
he?
he went somewhere for rehab.
Oh,
got
okay. I
back.
didn't know that.
Played in the semi-final against the Rabbitohs. Snapped his ankle.
Yep, that's right. Yep.
This
yep.
guy is so unlucky, man.
So unlucky.
And he's like one of the best players in the leagues right now.
People have tipped the Bulldogs to, like some people, some of the pundits have tipped the Bulldogs to finish in the top 8. So
I'm going to put
I
a
mean,
bet on
we'll
that
see.
early.
do it.
Top 4, not even top 8.
Okay, you
Go
shot a
for
bit
it.
high with Chelsea,
Yeah.
so maybe
Nah,
just
come
do
on.
top
Look,
8.
we got Crichton, Kickow for
Yep.
a full season.
Well,
'cause he was
hopefully he
out.
stays fit. Yeah,
He will.
obviously Fox, Josh Adokar.
The Fox. We've got a fullback.
Fatala Mariner left. I really liked him. Sorry, we don't need to talk
Sorry,
about
guys.
Bulldogs, but
Yeah, let's leave it.
after
The doggies.
when
We'll
the
do another
camera stopped,
segment,
when
yeah.
the
You know how
camera
they
stopped.
cut cameras and then if you stay long enough, it comes back
There's more-
credits?
yeah.
We'll do
You
that
got to
after.
always stay because you
Yeah.
never know. Anyway, City Chelsea 1-1.
Wow.
A lot of talking points from this
Wow.
game. Like obviously Haaland missing so many chances, penalty shouts. Jackson missing a lot of chances. Sterling scoring against City again.
Yeah.
What are your
Jackson.
big takes from the game, bud?
Jackson.
Your team.
My big take, I've got one big take, so I'll just sum it up
Go
quickly.
for it.
I finally can see a little bit of like a team forming with Chelsea. I can see that players are actually around each other nowadays. The team's playing good. It's not just like individuals out there anymore. You see after tackles, you see them celebrating. We're doing the Arsenal thing, but it's okay. But we need that. It's corny, but you need that. As something we were missing for so many years. We had people getting rowdy when we were defending.
Like playing with a bit of heart.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Heart.
Got you.
We got that back, and to get out of what's the stadium Etihad with the result, it's double trouble at Stamford. You have Disasi playing out of his skin.
Yeah, he was.
I was going to say out of
His cut and pick in mind.
Yo.
Disasi, excellent. I think him and Kowu need to stay together for a couple games now. You had Gusto, who was my man of the match. Not only did he lock up Mr.
Doku.
Jeremy Doku, but he provided he had the most provided the most chances in the game, the whole game. Did you guys know that?
Did not know that.
Or clear cut chances, as they like to say.
Is this a real stat?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
He should have got an assist for old mate Jackson. But it's okay, Jackson. It's all right. You got an assist,
Is
so
it
it doesn't
all right?
matter.
I just got a couple questions.
Yeah.
Heads.
keep when you're done.
And
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
No. When you're
let
done.
him-
Yeah. Go.
and
go.
for once,
You said sum it up as well.
yeah, I'm summing up quickly. You guys keep interrupting. And for once, this is probably the best, not the best draw, but the happiest I've been with the Chelsea team drawing as of late. I think losing that game would have kind of put us back a little bit, especially if we lost big. But I think this is just something to grow on for these Chelsea players.
Fair enough. Samuel, would you like to?
I just have a few questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Starting with, haven't you learnt like that's my first thing. You haven't learnt yet.
About what?
Next week we're gonna come back.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so angry and upset, and then you're
Who
gonna say,
who said I was angry? I'm upset.
and then
We
you're
got
gonna be
robbed
say-
that week against
You're
you.
gonna
and
be
you know that.
and you're gonna be saying, this there's
We
no
need a fucking-
there's no
there's no
system.
heart, there's
We need
no-
a striker. Players are not playing the. Do you think realistically, bud? Come on, you haven't learnt yet that a good performance, a decent performance where you get a draw against one of the big sides does not define your season.
It's not defining.
And does not.
It's something that we're growing from.
But this
Losing
happened
that
already.
game
I get what you're
would've-
saying.
would've
because they
happened
haven't
already
done
now.
all
It happens
season.
already.
It's not resetting.
It's happened
It's
so many
going forward.
times. Is it going forward? Because
It is.
You did it, and then what's going to happen next week? You're just going to go back
What
again.
happened
that's-
after
that's
you
for next
drew with
week,
City
though.
last time?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You drew with City, you
one?
drew with
Arsenal.
Arsenal, you drew
I'm
with
not-
Liverpool.
I'm not just talking
And
about
after
the-
all those games, you come back and you say, wow.
I'm not just talking about the City. I'm
seeing
saying as a
this-
collective
I'm
because
seeing this team.
we beat Aston Villa away. I'm saying like as a collective, this has been the same squad that we've had for 3 games now.
Aston Villa in the cup,
No,
yes.
Sterling
Cup,
didn't start
yeah.
last week. Or did he?
No,
Last game.
Against,
I don't think he did.
He didn't
against
start.
no, he
Against
didn't.
Crystal
But
Palace, no.
basically the same.
Yeah.
It's just the wingers just swap every week. Everything else literally stays the same in Chelsea.
Yeah.
We beat Aston Villa in the cup, which was their strongest lineup.
I saw, yeah.
We didn't. We had a little stumble, but now drawing at City is something that it's just going up and up more.
It's not something that you need to discount, but I get what
Yeah.
Sam you're saying because I feel like all season Chelsea have had no consistency.
At all.
It's like
I feel like
you have a
you're-
great win, you come in here with 5 jerseys on, and then like
Yeah.
then
Facts.
a few like the next few games you lose however
Yeah.
many in a row. Like,
But-
why is that?
And also
I
you-
get be happy that you drew with City. It is a great result.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the start.
And also
of like
now
a-
you have to win all 3 of the big games against the big 6, you personally, because remember you said you're going to win 3 out of the
Yeah.
5 big 6 games this
But I
round.
also said we're going to get 12 points. So far we're
1 point
1 point from 2.
from 6.
I meant 2 matches.
Yeah.
We still have what?
So you have to win all 3
Aston
at
Villa.
least now.
Who else is in there?
You can't even get, you have to literally win all 3.
You have to win all 3.
Is it 5 games or 6?
5.
It's
The
5.
big 6 includes you.
No, I said I think I said 5 teams ahead in the thing right now. We'll check it, but I think I
Okay.
said
No, I think we said.
Think it was-
I think I said traditional.
Yeah,
big
just the big
top
6.
Anyway, MJ, do you want to talk about City? They seem to be struggling in the big games this season. Like I know they've
Gets
lost to a
Allah.
few of the lower teams, but what do you think it is? Why are they even with De Bruyne playing?
Praise
Haaland was back. I
Allah.
feel like they had their strongest team and still.
Praise Allah.
I mean,
Chelsea.
the facts are
that's what it is.
they had chances to win the game.
Easy.
But I feel like we've seen that when teams set up against Chelsea, if they can pretty much man mark Rodri, stop him
Against
from
City,
playing
yeah.
progressive passes, if they sit deep and they counter, City is very, very, very vulnerable on the counter. They leak a lot of chances. This is what I think that it's like 9 games or something where they've conceded the first goal. So
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's
I heard
clear
that
that
too.
Turning into
defensively,
us.
yeah, it's clear defensively they're struggling, and I
We
think
win,
teams
though.
have figured
We'll
out
win
that
first.
there's no point trying to press them to win the ball back. They love that. Whereas if you sit, you're controlled. You'll do very well. Like even Cole Palmer, he was exceptional defensively.
Yeah.
You know, Sterling was strong defensively. I thought defensively they had a fantastic game. Gallagher was great. Enzo was great. And I think that's why Chelsea was good. And I feel like we're seeing a City where there might be a little bit of a paradigm shift in terms of how teams are more confident. And I think that's probably why they're conceding so many goals first, whereas that was never really a thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was actually impressive. I was very impressed with how much, and I feel like Arsenal did that as well. I feel like we kind of nullified their passing lanes into the midfield. We forced them wide. We double up on their wingers, and they really did struggle to create. But that being said, they dominated second half. They probably should have scored at least.
Like when in
3
a
goals.
game has Haaland missed that many chances? Like
Yeah,
it's I don't know what it was, but even
Big chances.
and
big
like
chances.
Jackson missing chances too, but he's
chance.
not.
He's not
He's
prolific.
not. What's
Yeah.
the word? Oh my god.
Nullified.
No,
Nah.
like he's not expected to
Yeah.
score. Like
He's not a
he is.
prolific
He's
goal
striker.
scorer.
Those
Yeah,
chances
yeah.
you have to though.
Yeah,
you
I
have
know.
to put them
100%.
away.
But it's not
Yeah.
surprising
Both-
that he's
both
missed
teams.
the chances.
Sammy, what are your thoughts on some of the penalty shouts?
Well, the Sterling tackle, I thought it was a pen. I don't know. Maybe if
I thought too.
Maybe I watched it wrong, but I feel like he was late, right?
I've seen those given, But my thing is like, if you're, because players draw fouls, but I feel like he's positioned himself away from the ball.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, if somebody gave that against Arsenal, I'd literally lose my mind. But I can see why refs would give that a foul, even though I feel like the ball is far enough away where if you're just checking in front of a player, that's kind of like in basketball, like an offensive foul. That's how I'm looking at it. But
what about
That's not
the
a penalty.
drag down on? Was that
That's
was one as
so
well?
strange to me. Like, I know the ball was like sort of like Haaland wasn't going to get there, but it's like a rugby tackle
Because
on the far post. That
they
I
called
thought
it.
they were going to call
They
that.
called it on. They called it in another game this match day.
Nah, it was a shirt pull though. That was so clear. Like it was.
But it's the same thing.
It's
though.
not.
At the end of the
Because-
day, it's the same thing.
No.
Okay,
Because
if
it's not because of Chelsea.
No. But you and Riley were going on about the foul that you
No,
guys should have had a penalty. To me, like he's fully brought him down in the box.
yeah.
That's what
Like
I
I
think.
don't understand.
I
If
feel
that
like
was
if you
us,
get-
I would be blowing up.
The one thing is
facts.
that they've just been consistent with that call the whole year. They haven't really been.
I don't
given
think they
those.
have.
Yeah, I don't-
They
Rodri
haven't.
against United at the start of this season, the exact same, the tiniest even,
Are
less,
you
way
saying
less
because there
contact.
was no shirt pull, that's why you?
I think
it
it's
wasn't
because they're both. It's not just one person impeding the other. It's both of them doing an
I
action.
feel like Haaland was trying to get away from him.
No, but
and then
it looks like that. But he also at the start pushes him and pulls him. And Haaland, if you look at it, he does do that a lot. He tries to bully players by like pushing him and stuff to get away from them. But
you
if you're
also-
sticking to him, it's not a foul because
I think it's a
Haaland,
foul.
Haaland is also trying to play on that as well.
I
to
feel like
try
that's
to
the
get
most
that.
It's a
clear.
foul, though.
It's
Yeah.
not.
The Walker one is like, okay,
Yeah.
you can see like his
Yeah.
foot kind
He's-
of gets tangled with Sterling's, blah, blah, blah. But that one,
Yeah.
and then
That
the
to me is a
handball
pen.
was like,
Yeah.
well, it hit the City player first, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It was like
It's too hard
the
to call
way it
that.
sort of rolled up on his arm. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I think that
yeah.
one's a bit tricky.
All
but the
those
diving-
calls as
could
well. You know what I
imagine
find
if they
funny?
called that?
All the calls in previous seasons, City would have got those calls.
Yes,
That's how I
said-
feel. In
I said
previous
that to Rick
seasons,
this morning. I'm like, I feel like City were. I don't want to say unlucky because but
Yeah.
I feel like any other season they're called.
They've
no
been
doubt.
getting those
like,
calls
especially the one in the
for
95th
fun.
minute.
Yeah.
That would have been like, penalty.
all those
City.
cases.
Yeah,
the Prem's
right.
starting
That's
to be
why.
like-
Maybe there's
Yeah.
now
We need
Arsenal's
to
the
move away
Prem's
from
call.
these
yeah,
guys.
the golden.
Yeah, Arsenal's the golden
boys child
now.
now,
Yeah.
which is
Don't do that.
Apparently.
Don't do that.
But yeah, I think just overall, what I was meant to say was,
Sorry. Yeah. What does this mean for Chelsea now?
I think
Tell me how you really.
as of
feel.
late, it was more like we'd play bad and win games, and then we'd play all right, lose heavily. I think this game was a bit of both, playing decent and actually getting a result this time. So this is where I'm saying like there's a bit of like it's coming together now. It's like this. It's like them gears that do.
The hope
this.
you have is
I
crazy.
just. I feel
It's
like
crazy.
It's not
abnormal.
crazy.
Haaland
I think
was-
you guys forget this is.
It's
I
abnormal.
think you
Self
forget
today. You
Huh?
guys
It is
would have lost
I think you
5-1.
forget that this is like year one of the rebuild.
What do you mean?
This is year one.
So what? It's year one. You're
So
still
you're forgetting
way below what you should be.
But we're not.
Come on, man.
we're taking Chelsea in as because they've done this. So it's like you're not giving them the time to like.
Tottenham's in year one.
This is
what I
Tottenham
mean.
year one, but
Year one
like
doesn't
I
have to
said,
be 10.
Villa just finished year one.
no, this is year two.
They
He's
just
been
finished
their
year
coach
Yeah, but
for-
they just finished year one.
Exactly. This hasn't even been year one. This has been
But
August. How many months?
Tottenham's in year one,
6
and they've
months.
had way less resources, more
Exactly.
injuries
Yeah.
to key players.
I'm not going to say anything about the Tottenham
So
team
if
because
Chelsea
I'm going to
finished
wait for the
10th,
end of the season.
Are you happy?
No.
So you think that?
I think we're climbing and
realistically,
we're
where do
gonna-
you think they're going to finish?
I think we're going to get in the top 6. And I'm not going to say anything about the Tottenham thing yet because I believe that they're going to suffer for a bit as well. And that's going to go under the radar because people are going to be like, oh, it's year one for them and shit. So I'm
But
just going to
also
wait for
with
that.
Tottenham, it's different because you can
See,
see their
it's
identity.
already started though.
But you can see their
It's-
identity.
but you can't
You
say
can't
that.
see
I feel
Oh,
like with
Chelsea's
they
Chelsea,
look
it
good.
changes
Yeah,
every
They
week.
look good, and then it's identity crisis.
Moving on to Arsenal, another big win, 5-0.
Hey, life's good over here.
It is. It's very good over here. Before actually you talk about the game, then I want to ask Bud a question. How do you feel? Another 11 goals in 2 games.
I feel great. I
You
feel
should feel
excellent. We were criticized, we don't have striker, we don't have this. We can't do this, we can't do that, we're not going to do this. But it's just consistency. And for me, the important thing about progress and performance and expectation is being consistent. I feel like we've gotten back that consistency. Whatever happened at Dubai needs to happen again because we just look clinical, we look fluid. I think our approach to games is solid. Defensively, we're switched on. And we've lost that energy where we kind of switch off in moments and we concede. We're not seeing that. So I feel like when you're supposed to smash the teams you are, we're doing that. Performance-wise, it was a good performance. Could have scored a lot more goals as well. I think at the start of the game was a bit nervy, but once we kind of got through that, yeah, same business as usual for us.
Yeah, you're just looking great, everyone. I feel like ever since there was like talk around like is Saka world class, and you know all the old legends were weighing in, like he's just been like, sit down.
Crazy.
He's been so good.
What do you guys think? I think so. So the question was the Carragher? Wait, who was it?
Ferdinand.
Ferdinand was like
He was like, he's on his way.
He
Like,
reckons Foden is world class and Saka isn't.
You know what? I genuinely
Madness.
think he effed up because I feel like he actually regrets it in what
He
he
actually
said.
commented that someone, I don't know,
Yeah,
if it
he
was like
tried
Sport
to-
Bible or something. He was like, "Oh, he's on his way" or something, and I was like, "Don't do that. Like, don't contradict yourself." I feel like, yeah, he's really.
I don't know how good a player has to be for you to class them as world class if Saka's not world class.
If Foden's
100%.
world class, Saka has to be
Yeah.
world class.
100%.
And if you
And I'm not trying to like take nothing away from how good Foden's been this year, but I don't know what more Saka would
Saka
have
has
to
to
do
do.
as a player and consistently perform for him to be considered as world
I
class.
feel like he just like cops it. He
Yeah,
just
for,
has it
it's
so
for
much
no
harder.
reason as well.
Yeah,
Because when Arsenal take a dip, he cops the blame.
Mm-hmm.
When Arsenal are playing well, the team's playing well.
Yeah.
It's for no reason that he's for anyone to say he's not world class, because there's nothing that you can point to for me to say that he's not world class, because he's got the stats that people say you need to have to be world class. He has it, and then the performances, consistent performances, and game changing things that he does, and everything that he can do as a footballer, he has that. So
He steps up.
And
I
I
feel
think
like
exactly.
Yeah,
the
definitely.
biggest call for a world class player is they step up.
yeah,
Takes all the pens, takes all the burden. I don't know what else he needs to do except for win titles, if that's even fair for him to be
is
a
that
world class
fair?
player.
It's not. Because
I
then-
think
yeah.
I think people need to stop comparing Saka to other players to then
Yeah.
be
just
like,
appreciate
I
what
agree.
he
it's like an
is, yeah.
excuse to like be like, okay, he's not. So they'll compare him to Salah and be like, well, Salah's won this,
Or-
and he's won
or
scoring
Salah
titles.
scored
Salah
this many
scored
goals.
these.
And now
Yeah.
they're comparing to Foden because Foden's won Champions League and
Or-
won the
yeah.
league 4 times.
Or
But it's
Foden's
like,
naturally more gifted.
yeah, just if you have something to say, just if you want to say that Foden's world class, just say that.
Facts.
You don't need
Don't
to
drag
you don't need to
Saka
drag
into-
Saka
Yeah,
into
yeah,
say,
definitely.
comparing these two, he's world class now.
Yeah.
Because if you just say
Because they can both be world. There's not only one
Yeah.
space
That's
for
my
Yeah.
point.
a world
That's my
class
point.
player.
Yeah,
And if
100%.
I guarantee if he just said Foden's world class, people will be like, no, he's not. So it's more like he's doing it by dragging someone in, comparing them to, and because this guy could be ability wise a little bit better, but because he has the 4 thing, the titles and 1 Champions League, he's like, well, this is my case to it. If you're gonna say Foden's world class, say that,
Just
and I
say
guarantee
Foden's
you,
world class,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't-
more people are not gonna say, like, they're not gonna agree with that fact. But because he's compared him to someone else, people are gonna be like, they have to compare the two then.
Yeah, which
So it's like
is
easy
not
for
the
him.
case.
Yeah,
Yeah,
say
if you want to
that,
say
yeah.
Saka's not world class, just say he's not world class.
Yeah,
Exactly.
don't
Yeah.
be like, oh, he's not world class because Foden is. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
Or if you want to say Foden's world class, say Foden's
Fair
world
enough.
class. You don't need to bring Saka
Yeah,
into it.
totally
Crazy.
agree.
Like, yeah, I think he cops it a lot from
He does.
everyone nowadays.
Even like when he plays for England as well, I
For real.
feel like
Yeah.
he just he's mentally such a strong player too. The amount
Yeah.
of stuff he carries on his shoulders and cops from pundits, from fans, whatever, and he still performs.
And the way
He's-
he is as a person and a player,
so
it doesn't make
humble,
sense
like,
as to
yeah.
why he
he's not arrogant.
faces so much.
yeah, he's someone that obviously plays for another team. I cannot hate the guy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. See, me,
Yeah.
I don't dislike Saka at all.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense because he's never lashed out.
Yeah,
He's
ever.
never come out and said
Yeah,
he's
he's
the
not like
best in the world.
Rashford,
You know,
like,
yeah.
you know.
He literally,
Facts.
everyone comes out and says he's so respectful and he's like the hardest
He
worker.
reads his Bible every day. He
Yeah,
carries
literally.
his Bible.
Yeah, oh,
You don't see
What
him.
else
what
This
more
guy
can
do?
he do?
Yeah,
My
You don't
God.
see him.
He's a kid.
You don't
Yeah.
see him act up at in games when he's
Ever.
subbed off or he's
Yeah,
having a
yeah.
bad game. He's just that's it. Just
Humble.
that's what it is.
The only
Humble
mistake
man.
he's
That's
ever
he's on his
made
day.
is dye his hair blonde.
Oh yeah.
That,
yes.
that
Yeah, he
that is-
cut- he cut
Don't
his
hold
hair-
it against him.
He realized he
Hey,
was playing
he-
bad. He cut his hair straight
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
That's what you got
Thank
to do.
God.
Don't try to fight through it.
Thank God.
I've never
Just
seen him
fight
just
through it.
react bad to anything.
No,
That's
100%.
yeah, I don't know.
Whether it's like stick from old players or fans.
And he's
England
never in any
fans.
like scandals off the field.
At
He's
all.
just
100%.
Nah, it's too level-headed.
alone,
for
What,
me.
man.
what's
I
yeah?
just-
What's the problem with
This
Saka?
Arsenal thing though is starting to get a little bit annoying, man.
Yeah, the Arsenal thing is annoying,
Just
and I can time down to that too with that.
I didn't watch the game, and I remember waking up in the morning. I wasn't expecting a Burnley result,
Yeah.
but I wasn't expecting 5-0 again.
I also wasn't expecting the West Ham. I was like,
Yeah.
West Ham was definitely
Shocked.
Like,
Sure.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's getting a little bit annoying.
I'm like, can they just calm down?
They destroyed us.
Simmer
They
down.
destroyed West Ham. They
Yeah.
destroyed Burnley.
It's like beating us just gave them that boost.
This is like
And-
they powered up.
Yeah, they've got like what is it, the rocket in Mario Kart? And
Yeah,
they just-
yeah. They were 12th.
Yeah.
Now straight to
Now
first.
they're-
I'm not convinced, but
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
Of course.
I'm not
Okay.
convinced.
Why? Tell
There's
me why.
nothing to not be
Wait,
convinced about.
before you,
Man,
say your
come
spiel, then I
on.
have a question for
I'm
you.
not convinced.
There's nothing
Okay.
to not
Because-
be convinced about.
I had a look
When
at the
do you guys
draws for the next couple games,
Not for a while. I don't think.
and I think the real test for Arsenal starts when there's Champions League in the mix as well.
There
That's
has
the only thing for me now.
There has been.
No, I mean now that
From
it's
now
back,
on.
like now that Champions League is back and trying to juggle like the squads.
I hope
And
for our sake
I hope that
I hope for our
affects-
sake it
there's-
affects them. But to
What
me,
else next?
There's a big run for them coming in as well.
you do have a difficult run
Soon they'll
in
say
the Prem.
climate change.
Climate change.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Soon
Yeah.
climate change.
No, but I'm
next.
saying I'm not saying what you're
Arsenal
doing is
lives
bad.
in London.
They just haven't been in Champions League for
Next, if
a
somebody
while.
dies, how's
Why are you guys
Arsenal doing?
butthurt?
Huh?
Why are you guys hurt?
No, I'm making.
I'm just saying to you that
I'm
this
making a
is
parody of
this
this-
is
of
cool
this
and
statement.
everything, and I'm not taking away from it. I'm just saying the real run starts now because there's Champions League and Prem as well. So I'm saying like,
They're
are
out
they
of
going
all
to be
the
able
cup
to juggle?
competitions, though.
Are they
Yeah,
going to be
it's
able to
just the
juggle
two.
Champions League, Prem, and with the Prem there is like a couple of games here that I'm like, okay, they
Which
might not
games are
get
you
full
worried
points.
about?
They've got City,
You got to go to City away, which is probably the hardest game in the Premier
game.
League.
Yeah.
Newcastle as well. Like Newcastle is not an
At
easy
home.
game
You're
to
at
be like.
home.
I feel
You're at
like
home,
That's
but
not a.
You think we don't have energy after that robbery
Yeah,
away?
bro.
You think we're not ready for that game?
I'm not saying you're not ready. I'm just
I'm
saying
answering your
these are
question.
I'm just
I
reading
can
the
feel
fixtures.
it in
Yeah.
my. I can
I'm
feel
just
it in my
reading the
gut
fixtures.
that it's like a 3-0 Arsenal
You don't
win.
think
gonna
we're,
be-
we're going to
Porto,
try and kill them?
You've got Porto
Yeah.
and then us 3 days later. So
Yeah.
that's a
look at
problem.
it. Look at what you're saying.
Just
What
saying
am I
you got
doing?
us 3
I'm
days
reading.
later.
I'm reading the list. I'm saying,
at
are
the
you going to be
Emirates.
playing both
Oh,
the same team two times?
You're not getting a
That's
result.
the
at
questions I'm
Emirates.
saying.
I know
Okay,
you
can
just
I answer
got a
your
result
question?
at Etihad.
I'm saying like, are you going to be playing the same team twice in 3 days?
Well, we
It's
have,
just a question.
Look, well, if you
They
look at
don't
the
need
lineup
to.
now, you would not have said there's multiple guys in that lineup which you would never picture would have been starting at this point of the season.
For
For
Arsenal.
So
Like who?
it's
Kyrgios
Kiwior.
left back.
He's starting and he's performing.
But you
Trossard
guys are the ones
starting
that
performance.
slander.
Havertz.
You guys are the ones that slander Zinchenko defensively.
It's what I think is irrelevant if the gaffer thinks this is the guy that's better. No,
It's not that because you guys are the ones that say Zinchenko is a liability at times.
But it's
correct.
but who would start Kiwior
A
off
solid-
face value after in front of Zinchenko? Nobody.
Well, you would have to after if he's had a couple poor performances like Zinchenko has, you would have to bring
But
in
he's
someone
also
else.
still Zinchenko, and
It's
he can come
Zinchenko.
back in and they can just play the
Obviously,
exact same way they
If
want
But
to
I
play.
think then that's the liability then. That's
Trust me, right?
Well, it's
As
not
of
a
right
liability.
now,
well, you guys have said this, not me.
No,
as
no,
of-
I'm just saying it's not anymore because he's performing.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
It's a
Kiwior
liability
coming
if there's
in
no
is-
one, if there's
it's not
nobody
something
to
crazy
fill the
though.
space.
Kiwior has played there as well during the season.
Yeah,
he's come
but-
in and played,
Yeah, but he's
and now Tomiyasu's back as well, so
Yeah.
he could easily play there too.
exactly perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
So it answers your point of the same team playing. The same team doesn't have to play because we can get performance out of guys who haven't been getting minutes who can now get minutes.
But
Done.
I'm saying, does that also disrupt this? Because you, like you've just said, has the same team been played the last 3 games?
No.
Would you say?
No, it was a different team against Liverpool.
Who turned up? Who was the backline against Liverpool? I don't remember.
Zinchenko.
Zinchenko started.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
then
Havertz
the
started
usual-
9.
Havertz started 9
yeah,
in that
yeah,
game.
yeah. And then now
Whereas
Trossard
Jorginho
and Havertz.
started in midfield.
Yeah.
So it's different. And see, that's what I mean. We've got Jorginho who can come in the midfield.
Yeah.
I think we have enough
I feel like
rotation
that's
now
not
that
an
we didn't
Arsenal
have.
issue, like
Yeah, I
changing
don't-
the team.
I
Like
don't
when
think that's an
Chelsea always
issue.
chopping and changing.
Everyone knows
that's-
the system,
I
bro.
do.
We have
I'm-
a system
Yeah.
team.
Trust me,
They're
I
taking
am.
it as like I'm saying. This is like I'm not impressed with the wins.
You aren't though.
I'm not. I'm not saying that. Sorry.
What are you
I'm-
saying? You
I'm
said the
saying
real
that-
test,
You mean?
I'm saying
which
now
means
that
you're not
there's-
impressed with the current state because
Nah,
you feel
I'm-
like
I'm just
there's
saying.
variables that can
I'm just
impact
saying that-
how it is right now. That's what you're saying.
I'm just saying that there could be,
I'm more
and
scared.
I want to see how this is going to be
Look,
like
I'm
resolved.
confident. Look, I'll answer your question. I'm
confident?
confident in the team.
Yeah.
I'm confident in the players.
That's good.
And I feel like we have players coming back where
Yeah.
if we need them, they'll step up.
That's good, but I can ask the question of, like, is this going to be a problem for Arsenal?
Of course.
Yeah, but you guys are getting worked up
That
because
could,
of that.
Look, it could be a problem for you. It could be a problem
Obviously.
for Liverpool, City as well.
The pressure on us
Everybody
is not
has
the
the
same
same burden.
as you guys, though.
Yeah, no one actually cares about you.
Yeah, but no one cares about Chelsea.
That's what
You're
I'm
not in
saying.
the
So the
same
pressure more is on you
race as
guys.
us.
Yeah, but people also said
This
that
could be a little deja vu
people
moment.
said
as
that we'd
last
have
year.
a rapid decline. Right now, we're still in the top 3. And we're actually hitting form now. Whereas last season, we hit form early, we dropped.
Yeah, that's
now
true.
we're hitting form, so it's different.
Honest to God, I'm more scared of Arsenal right now than I've ever been.
Same.
Than I've ever in my
Like
whole
when
life
I saw the
been.
result this week, I was like,
A bit eye candy.
their
Again,
confidence is at an all-time
it's the performances
high.
as well.
It's not eye
It's
candy.
the fact
You
that
can't
it's the
score
fact
and
that
then
they're not
concede
conceding.
zeros.
It's the fact that
It's
they're not
eye candy.
conceding any chances either. That's the part that scares me the most.
Yeah, but who did
is
Burnley
that-
have, man?
But it's irrelevant.
West Ham
Who
didn't
did West
even have a
Ham have?
striker.
Alright,
Who do West
They
Ham
didn't even have a striker.
Who did Liverpool have?
2 weeks ago, they lost.
We didn't
2-0.
have. We're one of the best.
West
we're
Ham
one
the
of the
week
best.
before that lost 2-0.
We're one of the
with
best-
no striker. They didn't score
Okay,
either.
what about us? We're one of the best goal scoring
that
teams.
was good. That was a game where I was like, yeah.
We're one of the
Arsenal
best
played
goal
well,
scoring teams. We
and
have
they
one of the
won
best
that.
free flowing attacking. We create chances. We score goals. We didn't even create one chance.
No, I'm saying that.
But that's what I'm saying. 3 games back to back where they haven't conceded any
these
chances.
last 2 is like
It's not because it's not.
Yeah, it's
It's
a bit
just
eye
not.
candy.
It's
I mean,
not.
look,
It's
you can
not.
get
Eye
all you
candy.
want.
It's not.
Defensively,
You guys
we're
are already saying,
better
we
than
don't
last
need a
year.
striker.
Going forward, we're better than last year. We build up better. Tactically, we're better than we were at
Yeah.
any point last season.
I don't want to agree, but I totally agree.
I'm just
I
saying.
have a question for
Real
you.
run comes in. Yes.
Do Arsenal still need to sign a striker?
Yeah.
Are you
Why?
kidding me?
Nah.
You at one point in your life,
It's
you just have
absurd,
to say my bad.
This
Yeah.
is not. But I don't feel like this is my bad thing. I think
Of course
they
it is,
become
bro.
way better with the striker.
Better than this.
Yeah.
But what we're saying
This is
they
eye
don't,
candy, though.
do
To
they
me, this is
need-
eye candy.
They might get better,
Why
yes,
is it
but
eye
do they
candy?
need?
Because-
that is my question. Do they need a striker still?
If they want to win and compete at top and be
What are
1
they
and 2,
doing right now?
They need
bro?
a striker.
What are they doing right now?
Samuel, we need a striker to beat Liverpool. We need a striker to beat Man City.
Oh, done.
That's what we need,
Easy.
huh? Okay. I mean, look, I understand your point that it makes us better, but that you can apply that.
But it could also not make you better. It
It
could also
could
not.
completely change the dynamic.
It could change the whole system. It could change
Yeah.
the whole way that you guys play.
All right. I'm just going to be here. And when these next hard games come
whatever
in,
happens in the Arsenal
this-
game, whatever
this
way they lose,
midfielder
whatever
going into
happens,
the striker.
No, but whatever happens, your mindset that it's because they didn't have a striker. They could
Yeah.
lose 3-2, and you would say, yeah, they don't have a striker.
No, it's not. Because
I think so.
in those games, I'll be able to be like, this is why as well.
I don't think you will be.
Okay, obviously we have to wait for that. Because the games when I did say that, I did come with evidence and of this guy missing this as well. And they won't say anything then. But because they win now 5 and 6, they're like, oh, bud, we don't need a striker now. But what about the games you did lose, the 3 in a row?
Yeah,
where you lost 1-0?
We had the same XG.
No, but you lost them.
Yeah, but we had the same XG.
But that just proves that if you had a striker,
can I tell you
does
something?
that,
really
do they,
prove
do,
anything.
do,
It doesn't
do-
prove anything
can
at
I
all.
tell you
It
something,
does.
bud? Real
It
City
does
have
say
a
something.
striker.
It does say something.
City have a striker.
No,
It
can I-
doesn't prove it, but it does say
Can
something.
I tell you something?
You lost 1-0, and then the other game you lost by 1.
Yeah.
And then against West Ham, you didn't score.
Against West Ham, we had more XG in that game than we did when we pumped them like 2 weeks
But
ago.
what does XG mean if
means-
if the guys that are there aren't scoring?
But what I'm saying is,
That's what XG means.
we had no striker, and we smashed him. So for me,
That's
it's
what I'm
like
saying to you.
the idea of a striker
Because
is
just
an
these
excuse.
two, now
for
you
being
guys are
wasteful.
coming back and saying, "Oh, we don't need a striker, bud. Look at this." But those games, you weren't saying that when you were losing, or when the other games you were winning
But
like
having-
2-1
I said we're
and
wasteful.
stuff. You guys weren't saying that though. You
I
weren't
said
saying,
we're wasteful.
"Oh," but it's only because now you've scored 2. 6,
Having a goal
11.
scorer that scores a lot of goals, though,
It's not just that. Though.
Doesn't equate.
It's not
to,
just that though. That's not what I'm just talking
Haaland
about.
has the most big chances missed this season in the Premier League.
Okay.
And he's a prolific clinical striker. So whether or not a certain team misses chances in a game, if they had a striker or if they didn't have a striker,
Yeah.
I don't think that changes whether or not they end up winning in those games, because I think the players that are in those positions are all top
No,
quality
but
players,
it-
and they're creating the chances.
Yeah.
Will those chances be created if they had a focal point and somebody who didn't drop in or somebody who didn't?
But that's
Arsenal
what's-
play very different when Nketiah is playing than to when someone else is playing. Not saying if Nketiah doesn't get the chances that Trossard gets or that Saka gets, that Martinelli gets, because of the way that they play. So
Yeah.
if you put Nketiah in there, someone that style, not saying that Nketiah is amazing or exceptional, but most of his all-round game is similar to the prolific strikers that are in the world right now. It's just that finishing.
No, but there's
touch.
Exactly. There's differences though still.
But for me though,
between an Nketiah and a Kane. I'm not saying
Kane
grab
is-
another Nketiah.
Yeah, but
I'm
how
not saying,
realistic
I'm saying
is
grab
Arsenal
another top
signing
striker.
Kane though? How realistic?
Not a Kane. I'm saying grab a top striker.
But then what is
because
the
then it adds
difference
another
is-
probability to them scoring. It's not just okay. Yeah, they might miss out on these chances.
there's
but
more
they
probability
could
to
create more
finishing-
chances on this side though. That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? I'm not here to solve your striker issues.
You are, though.
I'm not. I said to you Tony the other time, and you guys keep asking me who.
Yeah, but
It's the same. Tony could play bad and still score. That's
Yeah.
the kind of that's the thing I mean.
But then
By,
Arsenal could play bad and not score if they have a striker who's playing
no,
bad.
but I'm saying adding a striker of a high caliber can take away from this, but it can also put more probabilities of different goals or of different chances being scored.
But is it necessary?
Maybe chances that like you wouldn't think need to go in because it's like you're thinking of Nketiah, for instance, in this. But then because this guy scored it, you're like, okay, now you're expecting from now on this guy to score these kind of
I'm
goals.
only saying Nketiah because he's the mold a mold of a traditional striker.
And I'm saying
That's what I'm
Nketiah
saying.
because he's
Arsenal
there.
are worse with Nketiah.
No, but I'm saying because he's there, we can use him as an example compared to a striker like Tony or something.
But we can also use the way
You look at the goals.
Trossard's been playing.
Look at the goals like Tony and stuff scores compared to an Nketiah. They're different goals.
I
Probably
agree.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like you're adding a probability of different goals that you're not even thinking about right now because you don't
I
expect
honestly don't
those.
think Tony makes Arsenal better.
I'm not just saying Tony is the right answer and is the answer. I'm just saying
Well, of any
you guys are giving
forwards
examples. I'm
that
saying
are
examples
available
that are
on the
high.
market, I don't think there's any right now that Arsenal could sign that would make them better.
I think like
That's the problem for them to.
what you're saying is it'll make them better, which
Obviously.
it might, but they
Better in a
definitely
different
don't
way.
need a striker. Yeah, I get that,
Yeah.
but I just think they don't need a striker. When everyone's fit, Arsenal are clearly
All right.
one of the best teams in
And
the
if-
league.
if you look
In the
Even
world.
when everyone's
In the
not
world.
fit.
I'm
in
just
the world,
saying, like
100%.
that's the thing I said, and they're asking like, this is my answer to that. Like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
You
they're
know,
asking me.
But my thing is, we got criticised that we wouldn't score goals without a striker, and we have. I'm not saying we don't need a striker. I'm just saying the criticism that Arsenal can't score without a striker is rubbish. Because if you look at the chances we create, they're simple chances. You don't need an elite 9 to score the type of chances we create.
I
Which
mean,
is my point of
there's
we don't
chance-
need
there's
a
times-
massive crazy
But
striker
take
because we
us
create
when
easy
we
chances.
won the league,
That's what I was
like
gonna say.
Salah, Mane, Firmino, like it doesn't matter who was scoring. We didn't have
That's
a
what I
number
was saying.
9.
We didn't have.
But that
It
was-
did not
you
matter
look
who was
at
playing.
you
who
look
was
at the
scoring.
last.
And
the
I
last
feel like
what?
Arsenal's similar.
The last
Exactly.
winners of the title, bar this Haaland City team. They played with Foden in the middle. They played with Jesus.
Jesus,
They
yeah.
played with Sterling. Whoever it
yeah.
was playing in the middle, and they were still so good, and they still won. When we were so good,
we didn't.
we
need a
didn't play
9.
with a 9.
Yeah.
Firmino played 9.
It makes you harder to play against as well.
I
When
get
you have
that.
different focal
Yeah.
points.
I get
which
that.
is
I
how
don't
we've
think having
been
a 9
for-
is the
since Arteta's
is the
been there.
blueprint.
But like you said, City are probably the best example of they didn't need a 9, but they still went and got one, and they're scoring different goals now.
Yeah, but
so
that's-
I'm just saying you're adding different ways of getting different goals. Whereas there's goals Haaland that he scores now that you wouldn't think if a City player missed without Haaland. Like say for example the goal against where he bullied Braithwaite, for instance. What other City player could do that in that game? And if he did and he missed, you wouldn't think like, oh, like that's a big chance he should have scored that. You'd just be like, okay, whatever, like he missed. But now that they're scoring goals like this, it's like this is like different. Like it's like a different way of them scoring goals. They could easily still score the other goals, as we know. But I'm just saying it's adding another like
But it
probability of goals
It
that
makes
you wouldn't
more
expect
sense
from
though
City.
in a City circumstance.
Yeah, but
because
they took a risk with that.
No,
though,
but it makes
and
more
paid
sense
off.
because you can't consistently be playing one style for so
Exactly.
long without. So
It's
obviously they had
adapting.
to evolve and adapt. But Arsenal are at the beginning of their style and the beginning of their system, so they don't need
They're
to
not gonna
change
change
because
it
there
now.
was
Doesn't
so
make
many
sense.
other strikers that could have fit the City. What's it? The City mold, other than Haaland as well out there. But they decided this is what we want this time.
But they needed. It was obvious that they wanted to change the system.
It's not changed the
That's why they
system.
bring
They
in
still
Doku
play
as well.
though.
The system is very different.
It's not very, very different.
I think
As
it's-
every year, they do change it every year though.
Yeah, but I
when
think it's
2
changed.
years ago they didn't have a back four of just centre backs.
Yeah, but I think
That's what so it's
that's what I'm
changing
saying.
every
It is
year.
different. It's very different now.
No, but it's changing every year anyways. So it's not just they've changed it because of Haaland.
Well,
It's-
they
have changed a lot. There's a
No,
lot
I
of
know,
it
but
that's changed
they
due to
also
Haaland.
changed.
They've changed
from 2 years
the
to
wingers,
last year
the whole-
because they had the best left back and the best right back, and
whole-
he left.
the whole
And then they bought a back four of just centre backs, and they're still winning.
But the whole reason that it's not Mahrez and Grealish now is because they have Haaland in the middle.
Yeah, but
that's the whole reason.
I agree with you that they changed, but it's this time is just for Haaland. But the other times they've changed as well. It's for different different things as well.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying City changed because they needed to change to keep winning.
Yeah.
Arsenal haven't won anything yet, and their system is just starting and just building.
You're not
So they
gonna
wouldn't
go
need to change
throw a
their
spanner
system
in the
at the
works now.
start when they're just growing into the team.
We haven't
Yeah.
peaked.
I'm saying because you had similar issues of you guys, well, not you guys, many fans that support other teams criticize Arsenal because of the 9 and the way he plays, and he didn't score many goals, like in crucial moments.
Yeah.
You've gone into the next year expecting to win,
But that's not why
but
we
you haven't
lost
changed
last
it.
year.
No, I'm saying this is why what people, not you guys,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
okay.
other people that are like criticizing Arsenal. They say that, well, that's one of the points they say. So I'm just saying, like, if you wanted to change, and that's what I meant, like, the change for me should have happened with a striker. Not because I thought your midfield was really good, and I thought bringing in Rice was good. So I feel like the next thing for Arsenal was a striker, and that's why I said they needed a 9. Not because I think I only say that because I think the other positions are like good. So like I think the midfield is great. I think
If they could
the
strengthen
defense is
one
good.
area, it
That's
would
what that's what I meant by it, and I still stand by it because, like I said, these winning 6 and 5, they're almost forgetting about the run they had where they didn't score for 2 games, and they scored 1, and they lost to Fulham 1-0, and then they lost to West Ham 2-0, and then the chances against was it Chelsea when Jesus missed the clear one in front of the box and he skies it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm giving examples of moments of when if a 9 that just finishes was there, they're goals.
But I think that happens in any team.
Yeah, I know.
We've
But
seen that with
I'm
every
giving
team
you
in the Premier
examples
League.
as well. I'm not just
And
saying
now I feel
rubbish.
like Arsenal's they prove that they don't need it. Anyway, we don't need to dwell on this for another 3 hours.
fair.
Samuel, quickly before we move on, do Arsenal have the best defensive unit in the league?
Yeah. As a unit, yeah.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yeah. As
There's
a
no
unit,
other
yeah.
question. There's no other answer, but yes.
If you argue with me right now, I swear to God, you please say yes.
I agree, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a unit, yeah.
Defensive unit.
Individually,
They've got.
What do you mean
think so.
individually, bro?
Nah, they've got the
Okay,
standout.
no, we're
If we're
moving
gonna
on.
break it down, we can.
Doesn't
No,
make
no,
any
no, no.
sense.
They've got the standout guy and they've got the unit.
Yeah.
And
Who's the standout guy for you?
Saliba, for me, is the standout. If I'm talking about,
Yeah, fair.
if I'm talking about,
I
I'm
know,
not
it's-
saying,
it's not like it's his younger.
I'm
bro.
not saying that Gabriel's isn't good, but if there's one standout defender
Yeah,
in the
fair.
Premier League, for me, it's Saliba. And
I think this is Gabriel more than Saliba.
Oh, Mr. Gabriel.
now you like Gabriel.
Okay.
I don't like
guy's
it, but
great,
if there's a standout,
Last season,
You have to
Gabriel
say
was.
Gabriel.
Last season,
He
Gabriel
just
was
has to
great.
disagree.
Last season, Gabriel was
He's gonna
great
disagree with
for me.
somebody.
He was.
he wasn't.
He was great.
Gabriel was worse last year than he is this year.
No, he
He
carried.
was. No.
Even if
Last
he
year
was
shit.
worse
After
last
the- he
year,
was
this
shit.
season he's performing
He
as one
dropped
of the
a
best centre backs in the.
4.6. You remember, and he gave away 2 penalties, which proved
You're
One
picking
game.
one game of.
it's not one game. You didn't give away 2 penalties in one game. He dropped a 4.6 as well.
I don't know
How do you
what.
remember
God.
this, bro?
Because
This is
you're
why
remembering
I-
one game of
every other
Gabriel's
team, but
season
he's
last
not-
year when he was
It's not
great.
one
I'll take it.
game.
He was great.
Saliba was better last year.
Okay, moving
Gabriel
on
was great.
to
This year, Gabriel's better.
Brentford Liverpool 4-1 win. A great win. Salah back, but 2 more injuries. Samuel, what are your thoughts about
My thoughts
Salah's
are
return, everything, the game, injuries? Tell me.
going into the
performance.
game. I wasn't super confident.
Yeah, same.
Not super
I thought it was
confident.
a bit close game.
But then
We were great.
we just
We just
deliver.
did it. Yeah.
yeah, bad.
We just like deliver. And defensively, we were. Connor Bradley for me is
I can't-
outstanding.
So good.
He's
good.
so.
It
like,
wasn't even like he was just like
Man.
had a couple of good performances.
Yeah,
It's like he's better.
He's
every
honestly
time
so
he plays.
good.
He's so
Defensively,
He's very good.
my favorite, the thing that I love so much about him is when balls get switched over the top, his positioning is so good that he just wins the header
Yeah.
or he just contests the head.
We're not used to that.
used to Trent always just
trying
going
to-
over his
yeah,
head.
He's like sprinting back.
And I just feel so safe
Confident, yeah,
with him.
definitely.
And even when he inverts, even when he goes outside, around the outside overlaps, his delivery's
I
good.
love
He
his confidence
oh
to
my
shoot
God.
as well. Like
Nah,
I
I'm
love
really.
that guy.
This Trent injury would be a lot worse if Bradley hadn't like put himself into
Yeah.
the team. Darwin,
you want to You know what's so funny? I said to Rick, I was like, the guy knows that he cannot score a one-on-one, so he's like, I'm gonna have to chip him.
You know what? He's sick in the head because
He's a
imagine
sicko.
He's got problems.
you can't be getting slandered the way that he gets slandered
And then do that.
deal with what he deals with and miss the chances that he misses to have a open sweaty. You can just pass to Jota.
And he's like,
And he goes, "No, I'm going to chip
watch
him.
this."
I'm going to chip this 6'3" keeper. I'm going to chip him." The keeper stayed
It was
standing.
beautiful.
It was perfect.
It was amazing.
It was
I loved
perfect.
It.
He's a sicko.
Take
bro.
risks.
I can't understand what I just at this point I think I can't understand what goes through his head when he's
Same.
playing.
man.
He's erratic.
Bad.
He's a
just-
sicko.
He's,
Yeah.
he's sick in the head.
He's a sicko, and to me, my favorite player, as of right now, is Luis Diaz because his performances.
Yeah, he's nice.
He dipped for a while. His performances had dipped.
He was
But-
going through a lot as well.
Yeah, definitely personal life.
Yeah.
But now, to me, that's the definition. If he had not even got an assist for Gakpo's goal at the end, that's the definition of playing and goals and assists not
Performing,
mattering. Like creating so much. You can create so much and not get an assist. Or you can play so well, relieve so much pressure, be an outlet all the time. He was killing his man one-on-one every time. And you can do all that without scoring and getting assists and have a big impact on the team.
I feel for him in those moments. I'm like, oh, he deserves it so much.
Yeah,
but like
for
you said,
sure.
he does not have to score.
For sure.
Salah comes back, goal, assist.
Oh my God.
He's two.
That's what the thing is. Salah is inevitable. It's inevitable that he's going to score. And at this point, do you see that stat he just broke? It was like, or not broke, but he's one of only 5 players to score an assist in 30 games. And it's like him, Rooney, Alan Shearer, Henry, I think. And that's like, that's like the list. He just,
He's
lucky.
I hate it.
he's
though,
not
but
lucky.
No, he's lucky.
Nah, he's not lucky.
He's not lucky.
He's lucky that I have him in fantasy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise,
You would've-
I'd still slander him.
Because
But he's lucky.
his performance wasn't terrible in the game.
No,
when
he
when
actually
looked
was very
dangerous,
good
he was
when he
taking
came
players
on.
on.
Yeah, yeah.
He didn't look terrible.
He looked
But
very
if he,
sharp.
if he doesn't score or he doesn't get an assist, this all I'm saying is his performance isn't looked at the way that it look for me. Luis Diaz's performance was outstanding, and I can say that without worrying about if he scored
Even
or if he got an
didn't have
assist.
the assist,
Whereas with Salah, I feel like it's probably not possible.
Yeah.
It's not really. It's rare that he would ever. But also, it's rare that he doesn't score.
Yeah. So
Maybe to him, it's like.
do you want to elaborate on the GA argument? Because I saw your TikTok and you were very impressed. So if you want to just talk about,
I think
because
this is a
obviously
great
there's
segue,
people
by
out
the way.
there that are like,
Great
this play's the
segue.
best, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, do you watch them play?
That's what for
Where are
me,
you
that's what it
going,
is.
Hannibal?
It's like, it's
serious.
like, can you, at the end of a game, without looking at nothing, without looking at who scored the goals, without looking at their FOTMOB rating, you can, as a person and a fan and somebody who watches the game, can you really go to the end of the game and be like, wow, this guy had a great performance? Or if you're looking at Twitter, if you're looking at FOTMOB, if you're looking at the top scorers, if you're looking at the guy who scored or looking at the guy who got an assist, or if you're counting 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 goal, 2 assists, if that's what you're going to say that this guy had a great performance, because like I said, you isolate one moment in a game in 90 minutes, you're isolating one moment to say that this guy played well when there's probably 60 other moments that he had in the
He
game
was terrible.
where 25% of them maybe he was good.
Yeah.
The rest, he was bad. He was poor. So how can you look at a game where in 20% of his moments he was good, and then at the end of the game you'd be saying, "Wow, man of
he's
the match,
amazing." Yeah.
outstanding." For me, that's I find strange, and especially the way the man of the match awards go, and the way that certain people get praise.
Yeah.
It's weird that at the end of the game, sometimes you can look at 6 or 7 players on the field that were better than this guy, yet he comes away with the man of the match just because he scored or just because he got an assist. And I feel like that's just ruining so many, it's ruining watching football to me.
Definitely.
I feel like an example from the Liverpool game, I feel like when we signed Endo, a lot of people were like, "Oh,
Fuck, he was good."
Him coming back into the team.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding me?
He
And
was
people
so
probably
good.
don't even notice him.
Yeah.
But the fact, the impact that he makes when he comes back into
my
the team,
God.
how free our other midfielders are, his defensive work, and everyone's like, "Oh, he picks up too many yellows." I'm like, he's just doing the job
He's a
of a
warrior.
DM. People, I reckon if you ask anyone, do you think Endo's good? They're like, oh, probably not. Watch him.
The thing I'm
not
most-
saying he's world class or anything,
The thing,
but just
the thing I'm most sad about him is that he's 30. He's 30 already. Because if we had him for the next 5 or so years, I would be so happy and so calm with Endo. Because he is a machine. He does what a DM is supposed to do.
what?
What do you think? You play. You
Bro, he's shit.
Nah, that's
see,
nah.
that- you don't
That's
watch the
telling
game.
you
What did I say?
You were
You
about
said
to say
he's
shit.
shit.
No,
You're about to say
that's what you think.
That's what you were about to
You,
say.
you guys can't
You
tell
literally
me.
said- I can't tell you what.
You can't tell me that
Oh, I'm
now
dead.
because you got none of the DMs you wanted. That Endo's great now because he's put together one
How
good performance.
has
It's not one good
Caicedo been
performance.
any better than Endo this season?
It's not one good. Caicedo's definitely been
It's
worse
not.
than Endo. Definitely.
So
that's
what's
not
your
that's not the
argument?
point.
We won
you guys
that
are now
deal.
hopping on Endo like you guys wanted him from the
I
start.
just said we didn't think he would.
Yeah,
Did you
exactly.
listen to
So you
the
listened
words
to
that
nothing.
came out of my
So you
mouth?
listened
but
to
you guys,
nothing.
you guys
You
do
listen
this
to
with
nothing.
every player that joins Liverpool.
You did this
No,
shit
we
nothing.
don't.
Great. You're now hopping on Darwin as well. Like he's still not one of the worst finishers.
We were happy
in the
when we
league.
signed Darwin. What's your problem?
No. I'm
What
just
are you
saying.
talking about
there's a
Darwin?
trend.
It doesn't
There's a
make-
trend.
make sense.
There's a trend.
What's
Endo
the
is
trend?
not. He's not the
He's
guy
not
you
what?
guys wanted.
He's
So I
not
don't
the guy
wanna
we
hear-
wanted. We've
my
said
I don't
that
wanna
point.
already.
hear you
That's
guys.
Chris's
Oh,
point.
That
these
is
guys.
That's Chris's
literally my
point.
point.
No
That's
way.
her point.
I'm not letting that land.
So Arsenal fans can't say Havertz is good now.
That's not what I'm saying.
Of course it is.
That's
You're saying
exactly
that's
what you're
literally what you
saying.
just said.
Yeah.
Are you all right?
Well, I was laughing. I was laughing at you saying that. I wish you could have it for the next round.
Yeah,
I do.
100%.
I wish we could.
No, you don't.
Because, like
Yes,
I said,
I
when we
do.
signed him, I was like, "Who is this
Yes,
30-year-old?"
I do. Honestly, the way he plays and it's so
But
similar
that's the
to
thing.
his
He
job.
doesn't have to be the best player.
Exactly.
He does a job.
You know what it is?
And we need a
His
six so
job
that
is so
McAllister
similar
and
to
other players
Fabinho's
can
job.
be more
I'll
free.
tell you guys what this is. It's
And
like
that's why we were so
his
good when
job is so
Fabinho was
similar
there.
to
it's like when
Fabinho's
you
job.
break up with like a girl,
No, it's
and then
about
the rebound you want it to be just as good as like the one you had before. It's like so you just lost Fabinho, who was way better than this guy.
Yeah, I
and
said
now
he's
you're trying
better.
to say
I
this
think he
guy
is better.
is here still. It's not the case.
no
We
one
didn't
said
say
that they're
that. I
same
said
level.
he's doing the
Tomorrow
job
you would
that-
replace
That was
Endo.
funny, man.
Tomorrow you guys would replace Endo after you just said he was so good. Tomorrow you'd replace him.
Let's say
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would. 100%.
you wouldn't change it for Paulinho.
Tomorrow, Mitch.
Well, I mean, he's
tomorrow,
younger.
Tomorrow they would
He's 30
replace
years
Endo,
old.
and now they're just saying he's so great.
I'm pretty sure Klopp signed him because we needed a six, right? He
Yeah.
did his job. Yes, if we sign a better, younger player at
Of
the end of the
course.
season, we would
Not
obviously
I'm
take
not end
them.
of season. I'm saying right now.
Okay,
No,
well, we
I
can't
don't.
fucking sign a player right now, can we?
and
The
he
transfer
would have
window's
started.
not even open.
And he would have started.
The transfer window's not even open. Well,
Thank you.
Of course, it's going to
Thank
be a
you.
big difference if you go from
Because-
playing with no six to having a six.
I thought McAllister's favorite position was 6.
No, it's not. No one's
You know
ever
what the
said
funny
that.
thing is? We're
Literally
still first.
0 people have said that.
And we've
You
had all
said
these
that
injuries. We've had
that's what
players
his favorite
away.
position was.
Mum's life, I've never said that.
Alright, I'll pull out
Please,
receipts.
please, because that's never ever
All
happened.
right, all right. I'll pull out receipts.
Anyway, great performance. Couple more games before City.
Yeah, and we're
2 more?
first.
Or are we Luton and then City?
Luton.
Luton
Yeah.
and then City? Or do we have
Luton,
another
one
game?
more game and then
back to
City.
Adebayo
So-
against.
Okay.
Yeah, I need a hat.
MJ, do you think we'll struggle with our injuries? What are your thoughts? Or do you
I
think
can tell you everyone that's
Well-
out if you want.
Yeah, go tell me.
Allison, hamstring. Trent, hamstring.
don't even say Thiago.
Matip out for the season.
Yeah.
Sabozlai out for I think a month or
Yeah.
so.
Jota had 2
I think
months.
hamstring as well. Jota I think it's 2 months.
Jones, I'm not sure.
Curtis
yet.
Jones I think it was a knock, so hopefully maybe a couple weeks.
Bow.
Darwin came off with a precautionary injury. Hopefully he's not
Bow.
injured. That's a lot of injuries for
And
a team.
like important starters.
What
as
about
well.
he's not- I
Thiago
think he's alright.
Alcantara?
I said don't even
Oh
say
yeah, Thiago out for the
Just
season
don't
again.
even-
No,
Yeah.
I got a new nickname for him. Thiago, 14 minutes. Alcantara.
Yeah, now look,
Yeah, it's cool.
for me, I feel like
He's good.
I'm impressed with the fact that Liverpool can have that many injuries and still bring on guys like Gakpo up front who can do a job.
Yeah.
Your midfielders that look-
Gravenberch came on.
Gravenberch
He was
can
actually
come
good.
on.
He played well, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you'll struggle, but I don't think you'll struggle as bad as
Bradley.
somebody else because I think you've got guys that are coming in that have been playing, that are performing, that can perform as well, that
Gomez.
are at similar quality. So
Yeah, I feel like in the
think you'll be
previous
fine.
years when we've had lots of injuries, the replacements have not been good. Whereas
Yeah.
like Bradley's come in, Gomez has had a really good season. Like,
Helps a lot to have Gakpo on the
yeah,
bench.
I'm
Yeah.
really gutted about the Jota injury.
Yeah.
He's just been scoring so much and just
He's just been in
he's
crazy
just been
form.
great form.
Like
so I'm
crazy
just
form.
like gutted, but I mean,
It's perfect
You know.
timing with Salah coming back though, because
Yeah,
if
that's
Salah
true.
wasn't back and Jota went out as well, that's at like 70% of our
Kelleher
goals.
actually had a good game too. So
Great
I'm getting a bit
game.
more confidence in him. He was unlucky the
Klopp
save.
Klopp's a sicko because he said that Kelleher's the best second keeper in the world, and Arsenal have Ramsdale as their second keeper.
You're like, okay, just some
Yeah.
things don't.
He said he's the best second keeper in the world.
Far out. I forgot about Ramsdale. Crazy.
Quickly before we go into some just random questions, Wolves Spurs.
Wow.
2-1 Wolves.
Wolves clinic.
Yeah.
That's a counter-attacking clinic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they got the players to do it, man.
Facts. Cunha's out for how long?
Don't know. It doesn't say, man.
And it just literally, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter,
Copy
yeah.
paste.
Just chance galore.
Your guy, amazing assist.
Yeah, it's too good.
He is
He's
too
too good. But I feel like Wolves
Talking
are one of
about
those
Neto.
teams.
Neto.
Yeah, one of those teams.
Not
where-
Wan-Bissaka. Neto. Sorry to confuse
That's
you.
who might be going past him.
It might be.
Oh my, I never thought I'd see the
Nah,
game.
Wan-Bissaka is my guy. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, look, Wolves are one of those teams where I feel they kind of people underestimate how dangerous they can be.
Yeah.
Because if you can get caught sleeping, you've got a corner, you miss, boom, they're straight in
Bang.
behind, gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they're doing very well. New managers come in, he's done a very good job. Outstanding job. I feel like he's gotten players to perform. Like people doubted Neto
Breathe new life.
with his injury. He's come back
Lamina,
again.
it looks
Lamina's
amazing.
look good. Gomez look good.
Aït
Cunha's
Nouri.
look good. Aït Nouri's
Yeah.
he's
so
amazing.
good, bro.
He's
Yeah,
amazing.
he's so good.
So yeah, I feel like that's a
He
team
Chan.
where Chan as well. A lot of players I think are gonna leave at the end of the season. They got financial issues. They
Yeah, I
could sell
saw
2-3
that.
guys.
It's rubbish, huh?
Yeah, but yeah, Wolves.
Wolves
they're-
look
they're
good. And
tough to play against.
Spurs, of course, again, didn't play badly.
Yeah. They're very.
Just got
I
caught
feel
out.
like I haven't seen them play badly, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
And
I
they've
agree.
also like rescued points and won games in like last
Yeah,
minute.
I think they've got the most last
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, don't
Goals.
really know. And obviously Villa now capitalize on that. And I feel like the top four is just as open as ever. Like I just do not know. I said United would have finished fifth. I'm like, maybe they're going to finish seventh. Like, I don't know. Like, what is going to
But
happen?
also, United are in fucking good
Yeah.
form.
But
like,
how long will
Hoyland
that last?
is
Yeah.
on a roll now. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Because even that Luton game, right? Luton could have.
Luton
gotten
had
some-
Yes,
chances,
yeah,
but United
yeah.
had chances too.
Yeah, they
Did you
did.
see the tilt on the game? It
Yeah,
was-
the tilt was
Yeah. It was
completely.
Yeah. So
Luton.
yeah, it could swing anyway. To be honest.
What do you reckon, Samuel? What's going to be the top four this season?
I'm gonna say
I think the top three. Sorry, the top three is obviously
the top three is.
Cement.
but
Who's going to finish
positioning-
fourth?
The
Is my
positioning,
question.
though, the
It
top
can-
three is.
I don't know,
It
yeah.
can go, but I'm gonna say Liverpool 1. I'm gonna say when Arsenal, once they realise they aren't going to win the league,
They're going to
they're
focus
going
on
to put all
Champions
their
League.
eggs in the Champions League basket.
Yeah.
City are going to finish second. Arsenal are going to finish third, and Spurs. No, actually, I'm taking that back because I don't want to get caught at the end. Arsenal are going to finish second. City are going to finish third, and
Why are you scared, man?
and because I feel like I'm just saying it. That's why I feel like I'm just saying it
Same.
because as of right now, I'm more scared of Arsenal than City.
Yeah, yeah.
So why would I say that? And then fourth, I'm gonna say how far are United off fourth right now?
Actually,
You guys know
Because
because
yeah.
5 points.
I'm
Thank
gonna say
you,
United
production.
fourth,
Okay.
and I think they're gonna claw it
Because
back.
they're
They look good.
yeah.
They
It's
look
like
good.
They are
5
close.
wins in a row or something.
Bud, top four.
What? What'd you say, Mitch?
They got 1 goal difference.
Oh yeah, plus
We
one.
got like 30 something.
That's so
We're tied
funny.
with City.
McTominay
Yeah,
gets
you
injured.
are.
They're done, good boys.
Yeah, they're
Indoors.
hero.
They're done. I'm gonna say City first,
Fair enough.
Arsenal second, Liverpool third.
Watch him say Chelsea four.
You did say that before.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
You said they would come first at the start of the year.
Tottenham fourth,
Yeah,
Aston Villa fifth.
nice.
Chelsea six, baby. We'll come six.
Okay, that's the confidence. I love it. Obviously, I think Liverpool are going to finish first. I think City, Arsenal, and I just think Villa are just. I know they've been inconsistent and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like they just are going to finish fourth. I'm just.
Yeah.
I have a feeling. MJ.
I think prior to Liverpool injuries, I would have put them second,
Yeah.
but I think it might hurt them a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially in the next 4 to 5 games.
You put us third.
Yeah, but only because of the injuries. I think if you didn't have the injuries, I would have said second, us first. Because I feel like
We have a
City.
lot of injuries.
I think City's gonna. They're in a weird little space. So I'm gonna say
the game, I was
Arsenal, City, Liverpool, and I think it's gonna be Spurs. Because I don't know, something about Villa which I just don't know.
Bit booky.
Yeah.
They just look a bit strange at the moment, even though obviously Spurs just lost. But I think they have more of a capacity to beat teams and cause more problems than maybe Aston Villa at this point in time.
actually.
They're less
Wow.
fearful as well. Like they just go.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah,
care.
that's true.
And I feel like those are the kind of teams and the kind of
They're
mentality you need.
dangerous.
Speaking of Villa, just got a few random questions from production here. Is Ollie Watkins the best striker after Haaland in the league?
It's a very good question.
It could be an argument.
As of right now, I'm gonna say yes. I do think a fit Jesus is better than
package.
yeah. He's a better
Yeah.
all round player. Package. He's a better
Grow up.
Jesus for me is better than Ollie Watkins. But as of right now, I'm gonna
He's
say
just
it probably goes Haaland,
this season. You could argue.
Watkins.
Yeah,
Maybe even third could be Tony, but I don't know who.
yeah.
Tony also looked finished against
He
Liverpool.
looked like an old
He looked like
man.
an old man.
I don't like how he takes set pieces. Bro.
He can't
Just
take.
leave it.
He scored one free kick,
Yeah.
and now
And
he
he's
thinks he
like,
can
I'm
take
on
free
the net.
Let
kicks.
fucking Jensen take it. This
Yeah,
guy's got
Jensen's
delivery
got
in
tech.
him, man.
Nah.
But like you said, he'll play bad and just
That's it.
score.
That's why I have him second. I think Tooney's still second.
Tooney.
Yeah, and then Watkins.
I feel like this season, obviously Tony's been out for half the season, but he's just so good.
He just
It's like
scores.
any chance he gets, like I don't know what his success like conversion rate is, but like
Yeah,
be
no.
high.
I mean, after last season,
Did you?
Yeah.
I was like, geez.
And like he had a bit of a slow start, and I remember everyone like as soon as he gets one, and as soon as he scored his first,
That's what
he's
I'm saying.
just like been unstoppable.
It
I
feels
think
like he's still
great.
been playing. Like,
Tony.
Oh, I'm talking about Watkins. Sorry,
oh, you're talking about Watkins.
like he didn't score for the first like few weeks. What I mean, like
Yeah.
the first
Oh.
few
Yeah.
rounds, and then once he scored,
It's like pretty
he's
much
like
yeah, after the World Cup. Wait, it was after the mid-season thing. He just
yeah.
really started to turn it on.
Do you guys reckon by the end of the season, Hoyland's going to be in the top 5?
He
Like
could be.
scorers or
No, just
Strikers?
like at the end of the season,
Oh.
will you guys be like Hoyland top 5 strikers in the league?
I don't know.
He's probably top 5 in form right now, definitely.
In form, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
But like,
We'll see.
come to the end of the season,
Yeah.
do you reckon?
it's so tricky to say because he could.
That's why I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I'd be able to say top 5 yet.
Fair enough.
But he's
First
very good.
season,
What's going on with your guy in Kunku, by the way?
It's
question.
Poch, man. He doesn't want to give him starts. That's all I can say.
I think it's kind of fair, but
well, he has to after
Yeah, he has to earn it, obviously.
he
but
has to.
Jacko.
I agree, but I
Jacko.
feel like with the
Jacko,
injuries and
Jacko.
stuff,
Yeah.
I'd be scared.
You gotta
to
Yeah,
get
ease
started.
someone like
That's
that
fair.
in because he looks very fragile, like
Yeah,
injury prone
Yeah.
player. So you gotta just give him time.
especially in the Prem.
Yeah, man.
Breaks the players down.
Bro,
man.
him up against imagine him against Tarkowski or something.
Jeez.
Just one tackle he's done again.
Oh my
Done.
God, you see Godfrey's.
What? Godfrey?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah. What's his name?
Holgate.
Holgate,
Dickhead.
Everton from Everton,
That's.
right?
Did you hear the
Bro.
commentators? They were like disgusted.
That was tackle.
They were
was
saying
so
like
bad.
that's
It
like
was
one
so
of the
bad.
worst they've seen in ages.
Yeah, that's one of the worst tackles I've
Terrible.
He's a
seen
man.
dickhead.
for a long time. That's like the worst. Matoma's so lucky he didn't get injured.
Or if his leg was planted, finished.
He's finished. His knee's gone. And Holgate was trying to. Even one of the players after the game
They say
tried to say it wasn't.
I think it was
He shouldn't have
captain.
been a. Yeah, he tried to say that was never a red card.
I don't think he would have seen it. Like you have to watch that, and
You have
there's
to.
nobody that
There's-
can say
yeah,
that it's not.
You know what's crazy? I remember watching it. He's talking about like they're like, oh, like the game. He's like, yeah, like, and he's like, yeah, I can't believe what happened. Like, I really can't believe. Like, he's like, that red card cost us the game. It cost us our work.
Your player cost you the game.
our hard
It's a
work. And then he's like, I can't believe it was a red card.
That's a
He must have
joke.
not watched
He's
it.
gone completely.
he hasn't seen
You know
it.
what's
He hasn't
crazy?
seen
That's so
it.
he didn't even touch the ball with the
He
right
didn't.
leg. It hit his back leg that was still on the ground.
And you can tell because he went with this leg already at the
Yeah,
start, and
yeah.
it's at his thigh. So this
Yeah.
leg has nothing to do with.
That's
whatever
one
you
of the
go.
worst tackles I've ever seen.
And I was like,
There should be that should get a bigger ban than a regular just
did you see
Red.
the
Terrible.
The fans were booing like
Matoma every time he got the
touch
ball.
I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
what
yeah,
did
I
he
saw
do
that.
wrong?
Yeah,
He literally got-
he's
He didn't
lucky
even
to still
dive.
be on
That's
the
what I'm
field.
saying.
He
Yeah.
also, I thought, got fouled another time. Did you see that where you just got pushed in the
Yeah.
back?
I hate those. People just
what's he
do that,
supposed to
bro, and
do?
nothing happens.
What's he supposed to do?
I don't know. Another question. What separates Spurs from the big three? I feel like obviously new manager this season and a bit of inconsistency, I guess, injuries as well. But I feel like give Ange a few years and
Yeah, facts.
maybe Spurs, like obviously sign more players, but you see like Richarlison this season coming into form. Madison from game one was amazing. So
Yeah.
at the moment, Samuel, what separates them from?
I honestly
the big
think
three?
it's just time and acquisitions. Like
Yeah.
bringing in players and getting them to work with Ange. Once he's like weeded out the players that he's had that he didn't really want,
Yeah.
and he's brought in everybody that he wants. Honestly, even next season they could be like a a very, very good side. Like a very good side.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
Crazy.
How Bayern Munich picked up 2 players from Tottenham.
That is funny.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
is funny.
They lost again. Was it this morning?
Yeah, 3-2.
Did you see the game?
Nah, but I saw Upamecano.
Crazy, man. Crazy game.
Bayern every week, the
I would
board.
love
Imagine the
if
board
Kane
coming
doesn't
out
win a
every
trophy
week and
this
saying,
season.
nah, we're still sticking
his
by
job,
Tuchel.
yeah, we got to stay by him.
Yeah, we're still sticking with him.
Yeah.
What board ever comes out 2 weeks in a row or 2 games in a row is like, nah, we're
Literally,
sticking
in
with
the
don't
same
worry,
week,
guys.
In the same week.
Yeah.
It's
not looking good, man.
No, it's not.
Do you remember when
looking good at all.
Schalke got relegated and people were chasing what's his name? Kolasinac out
Yeah.
the game to the bus?
That's what's
Damn,
going to happen.
they've
That's
had a
what's going to happen to Kane and Dyer.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Dyer, the friend signing. That was
It's
so
actually a
funny.
curse.
Everyone's like, they literally signed.
Secret
Secret
agents.
agent out of
I reckon Xabi Alonso has something to do with it. I reckon he said like
He said Tuchel, just let us win the
he
league.
probably like would like get himself into like somehow infiltrate the Bayern Munich's headquarters where they sleep, and
where
every
they
night
sleep in the headquarters.
We used to
Yeah.
play for Bayern,
Yeah.
so he's got his key.
yeah,
so he'd,
oh,
like,
true. He hasn't handed it
whisper
back
in
yet.
in
He's
the
got his
guy's
access
ear.
pass.
He like whisper in the guy's ear when he sleep. Bye, Dyer.
Yeah. Eric Dyer.
Every time, every night, and then by
And
the
then they're
time he
like,
got
we
it,
should sign Eric Dyer.
Dyer, yeah.
That's a really, that's
That's
definitely
what he
what
did.
happened. 100%. MJ, question for you.
Yo,
Is Neto the most dangerous player outside the big 6?
yeah, it's
Boy.
top two
Top two?
easily. I feel like you put Matoma in there,
Watkins.
Like
Watkins
traditional
in
big
there,
six.
Cunha
Olise.
in there.
Elise.
Like, in
Eze.
terms of like
Yeah.
his
Danger.
playing style, he'd be one of the toughest guys to play against.
100%.
Extremely quick, extremely direct,
strong.
extremely strong, and just he's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of some people. Who else? Dangerous. Gordon.
Yeah,
Isak.
Isak, yeah, for sure.
I think he's builds a worst type of winger
To play against. Short and
yeah.
stocky. Hazard
And just
build.
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
I
Aggressive
honestly,
as well.
you'd hate
Very
to verse
aggressive.
those guys.
Yeah,
'Cause
because they'll
they-
go all game.
Because
Jamie as
they're
well.
like deceptively strong as well.
Yeah.
You're like,
Jamie
oh, you know,
gets
he's
in
little,
front,
but
bumps,
yeah.
goes, cuts.
Jam is the word.
Very
yeah, they
jammy.
just somehow.
Yeah.
But no, he's he
excellent. No,
he was
he's-
great on the weekend
And
as
when
well.
you can clock
Put him in a good team.
when you can clock
Yeah.
37 k's speed an hour.
Jesus.
With the just having a hamstring recon.
Bro,
Did you see him for the goal?
burns.
Oh my god! Watch him for
He
the.
was like Saka quick. Like,
No.
He is. Watch
Nah,
him.
Mitch,
He'll
bro.
burn, like run past.
He's
you with
got.
the ball.
I think he's got the 4th fastest ever clock speed in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Mitch, he just came back from
know?
hamstring as well.
Yes, yeah, I saw it.
impressed.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah, bro. We signed him.
You reckon you'd start him over Martinelli?
His rotation.
Yeah.
Whoever plays better starts. Done. But I think he'll play more probably on the 2. But I think Saka needs.
This is MJ's
Saka
dream.
needs
He's
a
just
replacement.
imagining Neto
Yeah.
at Arsenal.
Man.
No, you don't want to let go of some players. I think Arsenal just want to stop.
No, we have
They
to.
just want to at least bring people in.
No, we actually have to. We're at salary cap. We got to get rid of players.
I'm saying we get rid of Martinelli, get Mbappe.
Everyone knows where Mbappe is going, surely.
Everyone.
I think
knows
even
it. I think
Konate
it just.
said
I think
the
it just
other
got
day.
confirmed today as
Oh,
well.
did it?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah, he's
By
got
Marca.
I don't know how true
I don't
that
know.
is.
I think Marcel
He just got a
reported.
place at London
Yeah.
near Cobham. Yeah,
Oh, did he? Oh,
he looks good in blue.
nah.
What would you guys do if Mbappe went to Chelsea?
He
Like,
would've-
just honestly, it's
I'd
What would
write
you do? No,
I'd
what
write
would
to
you
the
do?
FA and
Huh?
be like, nah, how's this happening?
How can Chelsea afford any more money?
mum's life. I'd get 3 jerseys,
Fair
home,
enough.
3rd, and away, and send them to Mitch.
Remember you said you were going to sign Neymar and Mbappe at the start of this year? Do you remember that?
Yeah,
What's wrong with you?
You're actually
it's
It's
not
a
me.
bastard.
It's the fucking. It's Twitter. It's what Twitter does to you now.
They give you
You're a
false hope.
sick
I'm not.
bastard.
I don't do Twitter.
Scientists
that
need
made me
to do.
sound so
Me
old.
either.
I don't do Twitter.
Yeah, it's X.
Oh,
now.
I don't know.
It's
Who-
what?
Called
yeah,
X.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it's
Yeah.
called X now.
I have an
Far
epiphany,
out.
guys.
Mm.
I reckon.
us.
I reckon they need to do like this thing where scientists need to test football fans
Mm.
by they all get to watch the same match live, and then they'll get like the FOB match ratings as well.
As a fan,
And
what
then
is it based on? What's like the
And they do the
criteria?
ratings.
and then
Oh wait, we get rated or we do the ratings?
so you watch the game. No, they do the ratings. Like FOB does the normal
Fuck mob,
ratings.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You get to see him, and then you get interviewed, and you get to pick who you thought was man of the match after seeing FOB, and then the
Fuck
people, yeah,
After
sorry,
seeing
after seeing FOB mob,
Yeah.
and then the people
FOB
that
mob.
Oh, you just
Vote,
get to
like,
vote man of the
delusional-
match from only seeing the stats versus the
Actually
people who
watching the
actually
game.
watched it get to vote.
all of them get to vote, get
That's
to
what I'm
watch.
saying. Oh, everyone gets to watch.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
to
then
see if
it's
FOTMob
even.
changes your view of
Exactly.
if you.
And then those guys
Oh,
have their
okay.
own app, and they get to do whatever they do their Delulu shit, and then the real fans have early access to that app.
yeah, that took
Okay.
way too long to get to there, but yeah,
I thought
see it.
you wanted FOTMob to rate the
Yeah.
fans watching the game, and I was like, "What?" The
I thought he
So
was
I
just
thought- I was
doing
like, huh?
fans get to vote with and without watching the game.
Yeah.
But everyone gets to watch, but
but
certain
the
fans
real
just get to check.
The real fans get their own app.
Yeah.
No,
I'm not even
this
gonna
is
ask
to
you
see who
what's
the trolls are.
Yeah, yeah, I got it.
to,
Yeah.
to farm out the trolls is what I'm
Farm
trying to
To farm
the
out
tro-
the people who are influenced by.
Yeah.
By
A lot of people are.
ratings.
Yeah.
Which,
Trolls.
yeah, like you said, a lot of people are. They'll
Exactly.
see. And
That's how you get
sometimes when
rid of
I
them.
don't watch the games, like I'll check the,
Yeah,
the
and he's like,
results
this
and
guy
I'm
played
like,
well. Yeah.
oh, blah. And then I'll
Me
talk
too.
to people and they're like, oh, they were shit, but they scored. I'm like,
Literally.
oh, I had no idea. Like,
Yeah,
I just,
that happens to me as well.
you know, judging on the ratings or whatever. But
Under
anyway.
radar.
elite lineup, guys.
Yeah, we had fun.
This was fun.
It was nice.
Is
I
it
mean, but it stresses me out, but I'm okay.
I'm the chaos
You're
kid.
actually more difficult to argue with than my 3-year-old. Like,
this is why I'm
which
called
is
the chaos
hard. Chaos.
kid. I'm chaos kid
I
for
like
some
that
reason.
name. to
Same
be
brain
fair.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, same brain.
I would've said-
Sebi,
that's actually-
Sebi
that's
might
a
be.
bit- yeah, that's a
Sebi
bit-
might be a little bit.
That's a bit rude to
Yeah,
Sebi.
don't diss my son like
Yeah,
that.
that's a bit rude to Sebi. So.
By the way, if you guys are asking why I'm holding this like this,
No
I'm
free
gatekeeping.
advertising.
Yeah, I'm gatekeeping. You guys want this shit?
Virgil.
Is that what Denai's fridge is
Subscribe.
full of?
Virgil. Yeah. Denai needs to start. You should ask him.
For what? Yeah, I
What's
will.
coffee?
But I'm not giving these people
You mean?
I mean,
coffee. Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want this, subscribe and like.
oh, we forgot. I'm the worst
Jesus
host.
Christ.
Samuel, what do I have to do?
Guys, you gotta like, share,
so
subscribe,
sorry.
comment. If you made it this far, you probably already
Jeremy's gonna
have.
fire me after this
Yeah, if you-
episode.
If you
Just
made
play
it this
this
far,
episode back to front. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It honestly doesn't matter. It's
if you guys
like I
have
said.
made it this far, then like, share,
You're the
subscribe,
real
comment.
ones.
Comment. This goes to all the people. Comment.
Oh yeah, what are they gonna comment this week?
Comment. Which person from Let 'Em Shoot you'd go on a holiday trip to? What's that place everyone goes in Europe?
Oh, 2 men.
Positano.
yeah, Ibiza.
Oh
Who-
God.
Yeah,
Pineapple
somebody
as
you'd pick
I
from
take
Let 'Em Shoot
Ayanapa. That's from my
Yeah.
country.
Cyprus.
That's
Yeah.
from Cyprus.
Yeah.
to go
Surprised
to.
no one knows what that is.
To go to
put
either.
Put in my country out
What is
there.
it? What is it? Either.
What?
I-
Ayanapa.
What is it?
Ayanapa.
Ayanapa.
Yeah.
Ayanapa
Napa.
or Ibiza?
You say halloumi, don't you?
Nah, I don't say anything.
You say halloumi when you
Nah,
say it,
I don't say
ya?
cheese. I don't,
Halloumi.
the only cheese I'm talking about is cheddar.
Apparently, Ayanapa is better than Ibiza.
I've heard.
So
I've been. It's also the best thing about Cyprus is there's Ayanapa, which is like the party, like, you know, and then
the
there's
other one?
Brotara, which is
Brotara,
like
yeah.
the family.
Brotara.
My uncle has like a cocktail bar there. Watched the opening match, Arsenal Liverpool 4-0 when Mane scored that
Ooh.
top left. That
And
was like
Coutinho
the-
free kick.
Yep. Oh, I was
Man,
living
we
my
were
last
good.
hand. I was drinking
Time-
cocktails. Yeah, no,
And guys, if you made it this
those
far,
were the days. Oh yeah. Sorry.
also comment who do you want to run a 2 men with?
Yeah, 2-man game.
this has been Let 'Em Shoot. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.